Hello and welcome once again to another StarCraft replay narrated by myself, Jim Raynor, the Guardian of Peace and Justice in the Galaxy, liberator of all who fight the good fight between the dark forces who hate good and love evil. This is my Smurf account, Commander Crumb, and we are going to go to Cloud Kingdom, where we will see a matchup between myself and a man called Ryan Osiros. Poor unfortunate soul who faces the evil Jim Raynor. Actually, I'm the good guy. Let me turn the volume down a little bit. There we go. Alright, so here we go with the mech build. This is the mech build that I copied off of a player. I think it was Conseskev, who I saw perform this, and I've modeled myself after him. If I'm wrong, I apologize. One depot, then you get your barracks, then you get your gas at 13, and then you proceed to build. Your next building will be a factory. Then your next building, will be another supply depot. Then your next building is going to be a starport. You flip that with the tech lab to get a fast Banshee, cloak it, hit his mineral line, and while that's going on, you're getting an expansion ready on your high ground. You get an armory, add a tech lab to your factory, and you have a Thor out and a Raven by the time you're harassing with your Banshee. Also, you pulled this barracks back and put a bunker in its place. A little bit of a mind game, since my opponent last saw a barracks there and thinks he needs to only go through that. Alright, so after this SCV is done building the barracks, you promptly send him out to mine, and I right click on a mineral patch. That way he's going to walk through any guys that might be trying to block him. And sometimes I just grab the minerals and return home with a few units of minerals, and that sometimes gets a reaction from my opponent. So we're upgraded now. We're going to send this guy back, and we're going to pump Marines. The entire time you're pumping Marines, this little stinky guy, I never noticed him. No, I decided not to do the mineral thing. So I just did a little bit of a ring. Tries to harass me on the way out, he's not going to get very far. Alright, second gas. After the factory's laid down, you get your second gas. Continuing to pump Marines. He's not building anything. What are we building? We're researching. There we go. Okay, he's four-gating. Supply depot out there for vision, whatever. And, you know, I figure if he hits me with void rays, at least I'll see it before I die. Which happened one time. I had a guy that actually made a very early proxy pylon, four-gated, had a starport, ran void rays in, and warped in zealots right here, 4 at a time, and I was already fast expanding, and I was doomed. There was nothing I could do. I had tanks and stuff. Alright, so back up the barracks. Make a bunker in its place, turtle up, raise the supply depot. Of course, I do that later. Alright, we're going to have nice, neat vertical rows of buildings. You're not going to upgrade that quite yet. You want all the money you've got to make that first Banshee, so that lifts and lands. Meantime, he is just about ready to push. He's got his pylon there at the ready, and I made the mistake of misrallying my Banshee. It goes right over that. Got to think of another way, maybe up and around, but I didn't want to hit his expansion if he had one. I wanted to hit him from this side. So, well, whatever. So, cloak is on the way, Banshee's on the way. Next thing I want to get is a expansion when I have the money. And I want to get an armory and add the tech lab. He's getting ready to push. And I want to see his cam. Did he see the red dot on the map? He did. Okay. So he has to realize I've got very little if I've invested so much in a Banshee. And up he goes. Now I see this, and the only thing I can do is get my SCVs. I put them on auto repair. I find that to be a little easier because they'll find what they need to repair rather than me trying to click through all these force fields on the bunker. Eventually it goes. His force fields are really good. Now I've already started to hit his main. And I gotta hang on to those Marines, so I want to back up and use my SCVs to tank the damage. And it's cloaked. I'm just leaving it be while I micro this. The only thing I've got to defend with is a Raven and Marines and SCVs. So use what you can. Drop an auto turret. And then he leaves the game. So that's how you do it. It's a very risky maneuver. I've never done this against a 4-gate. And if anything, this is a very non-4-gating kind of build. You don't want to do this if your opponent's 4-gating because you have very little in defense. But if you turtle just right, build that bunker, put your SCVs to work repairing, you should be fine. You should be able to fend off most early pushes just with that. And I was a little late with my Thor. It would have been nice if he came out during that attack. But again, you know, there's only so much an old man can do. I want to look back just real quick. And I want to view this from his cam. Warping stuff in. Not much you can do. Really good with the force fields. Took the bunker. Warping dudes in. And then Banshee. Your probes are under attack. He sees no observer. No observer anywhere near. Okay, so he's preoccupied with this. And he realizes he's about to lose. So, yeah, he had no robotics bay in sight. So, that Banshee could have just sat there and pummeled him all day long. Unfortunately, you know, you do run out of energy. And I didn't need to cloak him because there were no units. But I didn't want to worry about him because I needed to micro my stuff. So anyway, that's how you do it. If you like this, subscribe, give me comments. If you don't like it, do nothing. Have a nice day.